Observers and party representatives stood behind the barricades located a good distance away from the office of the returning officer, Claremont Mingo. Chief Justice Roxanne George had ruled that the declaration of the unverified results for Region 4 was unlawful. She ordered that the process be resumed today and for the returning officer to decide whether it will be restarted and continued from where they had left off, with just 421 ballot boxes verified. According to the order, the process had to commence before 11 hours. But even well after the stipulated time elapsed, the process had not yet commenced. In fact, the returning officer insisted on using a spreadsheet which all other party representatives and observers objected to.
The returning officer is attempting to force down the throats of the persons who are lawfully entitled to be there the use of a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet, which was spawned upon specifically by the Chief Justice in her process yesterday, is now being attempted, the use is being attempted again.
Then he admitted to us that he would be reading from figures that he had presented a couple of days ago, the same figures. So we continued to protest what he was doing.
Eventually, Chairperson Justice Claudette Singh intervened. She recommended the suspension of the process until she received clarity on the Chief Justice's ruling. Justice Singh was awaiting the written judgment. Sometime after, the PPPC's Anil Nandlal served lawyers representing Mingo, the Chief Elections Officer Keith Lowenfield, and the Commission itself with a notice of intended contempt of court proceedings. Nandlal argued that Mingo commenced the process after 11 hours and that he refused to use statements of poll during the verification process, which are violation of the court orders. Meanwhile, up until 17 hours, the process had not resumed. In fact, when the Evening News team visited the High and Hatfield Street's office, officials were seen leaving the building.
Up until 1100 hours, we had not commenced. We were still going through the process of figuring out who can and cannot be in the room. I think that there may have seemed to have been a delay by Mr. Mingo in trying to advance the process. That is all I can say, but I'm not a lawyer.
Well, at this point, it seems as though the process is suspended indefinitely because a moment ago, as you would have noticed, the RO returned to the office and he has just indicated that up to the present time, they have not received, the chairman has not received a copy of the written judgment of the Honorable Chief Justice.
Reporting for the Evening News, Likram Bakirat.